we're about to overthink everything.
It is important for us to understand where we came from, and that may be the problem.
Teach your female children that their mind is beautiful. Teach your, that what their thoughts are worthy of respect.
The Overthinkers.
There was another point that I wanted to touch on in the article, guys, that I think was really important, because we're talking about understanding holistically what the problem is, why men are the way that they are. We understand that, we looking for them to do better, but nobody ain't talking about how did y'all get this way in the first place. If you go further down in the article, there's something that she says that I think was so good. Step down the tier of Barbadian society a bit more. I have not heard doctors and lawyers supporting the life and legacy movement en masse. Again, here, we know that many of these professionals also do not have the capital needed to invest in this movement, because we have heard those stories too. We have seen some play out on Life and Leggings. The police, silent. Teachers, silent. Workers' union, nothing. When we read the gamut of stories of Life and Leggings, we understand why. In order for the changes which are necessary to protect women and girls in Barbados to take place, there will need to be a complete purge of societal norms and values that we now
complete purge.
hold
This
dear.
is exactly.
We will have to be willing to admit that we have kept unhealthy elements of kinship patterns and sexuality from the days of African enslavement. And I think that is a topic that I did not see touched on enough when we were talking about this plight between men and women. I think that it is important for us to understand where we came from, and that may be the problem as to why we have all these problems. Like, that might be the reason why we can have all of these problems arising all the time, because there's a disconnect of who we were and who we are
and who we supposed to be.
When we talk about slavery, we rarely ever talk about how we were before
as a people. Correct.
As a people in Africa, how we were living, how we were thriving, how we were doing. We don't talk about certain practices and certain things that happen to us, both men and women, both women and men.
I agree with that. 70%. There's a little, because to me, the issue when it comes to female gender abuse, it has to go past that, because there are a lot of other countries who do not have slavery where abuse is still a very big issue as well. Right? Abuse happens in different forms in the Muslim society. That's not linked to yes, they have, I'm sure in their history they've had slavery, but it's not the same way as we've experienced here in the Caribbean.
Right.
It's not to say that in high society they were abuse towards women as well, because it exists there too. A lot of other cultures you see across the board. So to me, sometimes it feels that there's a much deeper issue when it comes to it.
The common vein in all of these situations, whether it be India and their system, us and our slavery system, whatever, is power. It is about attaining power, whether it be violently or whether it be in manners of abuse. Is about having power over an individual.
I know I've gotten in one too many arguments with gay men about it. It always comes down to, for me, it's like, you're too sensitive, or you women are too emotional, and then you like to blow things out of proportion. For me, I always felt that
you're joking.
Men
argue that you are blowing it out of proportion.
I've had those things said, not necessarily about my personal experience, but
how you feel about situations.
It has, and that I must not know how to keep a man, and that I must. I've heard it all
type of silencing tactics.
Yeah. I think all of us have known somebody. I've never met a woman who doesn't at least know of another woman that's been abused, or she herself been abused. That is my reality.
Yeah. But I think that the intro nature, that's why I like to stay on Sherry-Ann's video, because it's about stepping out your house and walking on the street and not feeling safe. It starts there. Before you even, let's not touch on emotional abuse. Let's not touch on mental abuse with people that we've trusted and we've known, and, you know, relationships or family members. Let me talk about a complete stranger. You just on you path in life, doing what it is that you going about your way doing. Psst, my friend, that Pokey look real fat in them pants though.
I think that's crazy.
My friend, they boxy look fat. It look like it ready for me.
I would just like to say, right, that comment of being your that is the most disgusting thing that I've ever heard. I've never heard that happen to a woman. Obviously, I'm hearing stories of this more and more, but I think that's crazy.
Oh,
I think
tell you that in Barbados
a lot.
I think that is
a lot.
That is disgusting to me. Like, where you out, or you in a bikini, you doing whatever, right? And a man comments on your genitals. That, to me, that's disgusting. That's this. I heard, my friend, you look good. My friend, you look real sweet, and this and that and that. So you look sweet, like you drop out of heaven, and all. You know, it's hear all these kind of funny, cliche-ish kind of things.
Yeah, remember they had a guy that actually got arrested, not taken to court for that a little while ago. I don't want to call his name. I know his name. But he went up in front of the judge, and the judge was like, "How you could tell the woman that?" He's like, "But your honor, just telling she the truth."
I see. Okay, and you know what? That brings up another topic, Claire. There was this guy that was going on a rant. He was against the Life in Leggings movement, like clearly
against it.
Yeah. He was one of those that were saying your dress matters. Like, how you want men to approach you is gonna be based on how you dress. That he was one of them.
Judge you physically
because people judge you physically. But in all his ranting and stuff like that, because I listen to the people that might not necessarily share the same views as me. I entertain it.
Right.
Because I feel it's really important. You know, we say so all the time.
Yeah, well, I said earlier, different sides to the story.
Entertaining their rhetoric now may help me to hear why you think the way you think.
And help get to, yeah.
And there was something that he said that stuck out for me. He said, if y'all don't want us to say that you're pokey fat, would you like us to say that it is pleasantly plump?
How about you don't comment?
How about that? What it is that you all want us to say to y'all?
You can't say nothing.
But this is the thing, Neil. They don't know how else to initiate a conversation.
And to me, that's crazy.
You can't walk up and down and not expect men to talk to you. That's his premise. You understand? People can go and meet people, whatever. But there are honestly some men out there that don't know no better. He's actually legit asking us, what do you want us to tell y'all?
But you know that it's crazy, right? Because let's say the shoe is on the other foot and a woman approaches a man, which has happened before. I had a friend that did that. Right? Where a woman either I got my own experience, but I don't, that's not the time or place to say that. But a woman would come up to you and say, "Yo, that butt is very big." Now for a man, that's like, because a lot of our ego, a lot of who we are, we're tied to our genitals.
Correct.
Right? So, I mean, no man wants to hear that we have a small package. No man wants to hear that. However, for women, I can never imagine approaching a woman and saying the words, any part of them look big and sexy, if they're ready for me.
Well, he's a young man. He must see watch his father come up talking to women like that.
There
Uncle, the men at the bar, the men at the barber shop, the boys at school, people that he don't even know. Must he hear his grandfather? Who knows what sort of quality of man
I had
a
friend of mine in England that did that as a little experiment. You know, like how men will openly just stare at your breasts and stuff. So she'd be on the tube, like looking at guys, like looking at their genitals, just like sitting down, like just like staring at. And she said it was absolutely amazing to watch. They'd be like actually squirming in the chair, because you're in the tube, right? And you're sitting like across from the person. And she said they just couldn't deal with it.
Good.
They'd be squirming and moving, and
they gotta taste their own medicine.
That's what guys do.
I know, Dre. As a man, I just think no, I'm not a perfect man, obviously, right? I would not say that I don't perpetuate even in some small way to what's happening, right? Maybe I am part of the problem, right? But the thing is, I have a son and I'm trying to raise him as a man, as a better man than me. I think everybody wants their child to be better than them, right? So to me, I would be so embarrassed to hear my son say, "Yo, my friend, okay, you didn't learn it from me. And this goes back to something we were talking about we need to, and I'm talking about everybody in this society, we need to raise adults. We have to raise children. We have to hold ourselves accountable and remember that we are raising a generation behind us, 2 generations behind us. As a man, I have to watch what I say even about my friends to them. You know what I mean? I have to let them know that is not a correct way to talk to a woman. Mm-hmm. You understand what I mean? They've had times that I had young men in my car, and young men, you know, I drive in, we just going about a job or whatever, and they, my friend, I say, yo. Mm-hmm.
It starts there.
Not outside of my car.
There. It
right?
starts there
because at the end,
that was another argument that the girls were making as well too. Like Sharianne say, y'all might be good men, but y'all just sit down and let it happen. Nobody don't open your mouth and say, man, you know you shouldn't be talking to a young lady like that. Like, many a good men just sit down and watch things happening, and you just walk off and go fend for yourself. So that is the beginnings of reversing the cycle.
You know, and there's something else I want to touch about real quick. I am too hot. Yeah, real quickly though, before we go, because we could talk about this for weeks, right? But there's a thing that some guys brought up too. There are some women in this society that raise women to take advantage of men, to use what they have, what they know, or whatever, to seduce men.
That's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole nother topic. So to me,
don't even start that in. Right? No, that's another hour.
But real quick, I just want to say, it has to start at home. It has to start with raising and holding each other accountable in the society and raising your children. Your children cannot see how we are.
Teach your children some history, some Black history, some African history. I think it's important to understand what happened here.
Teach them about things about themselves.
Teach them about their body. Teach them values. Teach them morals. Teach them ethics.
It isn't related to sexuality. Teach your female children that their mind is beautiful.
Yeah.
Teach your, you know, that what their thoughts are worthy of respect. Teach them, you know, that culture on a whole is just teaching all the different sides that make up a person that are worthy of respect.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I want to talk a lot more. I know that episodes to come, some more this year going to be picking up
stuff to talk about.
Listen. Yeah, because I'm so passionate about this topic, and I overthinking. The thoughts probably coming faster than my mouth could work, but we always jotting down and making notes and stuff. There is a way that we can unravel all of this mess. There is a way that men and women can live in harmony. There is a way. There is a way for you to understand where we women are coming from as well. Men that may not understand now, you need to go and read.
But on that note, I want to say that I hope that all the women that contributed to the Life in Leggings, I hope that they are finding a sense of peace by being able to share the story. Because as I said, to me, ultimately, the whole purpose of a movement like this is to come to closure so that you can move on in a much better space, that that you no longer carry that hurt with you, which prevents you from being the best person that you can be, which prevents you from having a loving relationship with a man, because that does exist.
Because you can hate men after being through some of these situations. You would hate men after being through stuff
like that, but ultimately, I don't think any woman wants to really hate a man.
No,
you wanna have that loving relationship. So I hope that is where the space leads to. I hope it leads to a space of women, of men understanding women a bit better.
Nikita, the whole team, for really, it's just the beginnings of something amazing. I can feel it. You know, there's a lot of chaos and a lot of mess, all of that there. There's birthed some amazing things. None of the women, I would just shout them out and tell them, don't be discouraged, keep pressing on. It's a greater good, and we applaud you here at the Overthinkers.
Better understanding.
And you know, shout out to Sharianne Norris for getting the ball rolling, using your viral platform to really
we look forward to having Sharianne here.
You know,
soon.
Everything spark up. We can have her in the studio. I spoke to her. She can make it today.
Maybe get a guy or two to come forward as well.
Yeah, talk about your opinions as well.
We got Neil here, so we'll add somebody else in.
Hopefully, somebody, a representative from Life and Leggings, to come in as well to let us know how the movement is going. You know, the different developments that you've made thus far. It's just a time to be alive. This past 2 weeks,
they haven't had workshops like people actually meet him.
They had lectures at
that was
UE.
Amazing to me, because
they've been in the radio station. They've been on Slam. They've been on they've been all over Morning Barbados, Loop. did a live interview with them. It's on their platform. I'm glad that they have that reach to really get message across. Trinidad talking about it, Jamaica talking about it. Like, it's amazing what you women have done. Kudos for that.
Just keep it positive, keep it respectful, as Nadia said earlier, and don't like. I was disappointed to see how it devolved. Like when it came out and it was a big thing on Facebook, I was like, good, these things are coming to light. People are being made aware. I'm not necessarily sure how I feel about it being shared on Facebook, because people saying it's a safe space, but the internet is not a safe place, if you understand what I'm saying. But that's another topic. I just like the fact
that's another topic for another. We can touch on that
people
for sure.
People were being made aware, and it sparked discussion, but then it went to a different place. And
started to get real catty, law fighting and saying, but again, they overcame that. Just got it again, the seriousness behind it that it deserves. It deserves, people taking it seriously. And that's what's happening right now. So shout out to everybody for that. We're approaching Christmas.
Christmas around the corner. We're
approaching a new year.
If we can drag Rahmat and Neil one more time, we may just be able to slot in one more before the end of the year.
One more episode. Who rooting for one more episode? Comment and let us know.
We want to hear your comments, so please share
feedback.
Our videos.
Let us know what topics you want us to talk about as well.
Let us know if you want to come on the show. If you think you got something important to share,
let us know what to overthink. Just give us a topic to overthink. We're going to overthink it.
It's a format. It's a forum where it's real life people talking in real life every day. Sometimes we're right. Sometimes we're wrong. Sometimes we're a little rude. Sometimes we're a little too happy, but we're human. Thanks, Tams. We're human at the end of the day.
Yeah, shout out Tams.
Tommy's been in the corner.
The horoscope queen.
The horoscope queen.
Anytime I feel shaky, she read it up for me. Let me know what's going on with Cancer. What's going on with Cancer? Shout out to July Barnes.
So cool.
So yeah.
Next one rolling. Hopefully in another week or two.
Hopefully. Cool. We are TOT.
The Overthinkers.
Later.